Is this part of the starting screen? I didn't read that. Oh. Look, we're back. Hello. Oh, look. Here we are. Major Zero. I'm trying to find the proper audio. Oh my god, look at it go. La da 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 da. Oh my god. That looked a lot like Hal Emmerich, didn't it? Doo-doo. Dude, this looks fucking awesome. Now, of course, this is the HD version, so it's gonna look pretty good, but it kind of looks pretty good regardless, I think. Okay. So, do you think Kojima actually read Kant, or... Oh. I kind of hate that I have to use the stick to move. I've never liked using the stick in the menu. I've always preferred the D-pad. Okay. So, yeah, I think that's good, right? Yeah. Looks about good. It was cutting off the bottom bit just a tiny bit. Okay. Language settings. Maybe we can turn on some subtitles. During the cutscenes by pressing back. Okay. Extras. VR missions? Proto VR missions? Oh, we already did that. Data management. Pupa voices. What? I have no clue. AI weapon. Oh, they're gonna do the early AI. Huh. Oh, look.
Engaging shock units.
Firing boosters.
Reinitializing.
Closing in.
Eliminating threat.
Commencing area attack.
Firing drill missiles.
Hey, at least Basilisk sounds a little different from the rest.
Engaging shock units. Lock disengaged. Emergency override complete. Reinitializing.
Auto repair complete. Reinitializing.
Engaging attack mode.
Chain gun.
Launching kidnappers.
I almost feel like we should change at least one of these to the, quote, human voice, huh?
Commencing area attack. Radon damage detected. Evasion.
Oh.
Engaging attack mode. Engaging.
Okay, these all three of these are supposed to have the same voice. I'm assuming this human voice is going to be different.
Launching S-mines.
It sounds very similar, but
Switching to attack mode.
no, it's the same. Interesting.
Commencing free ignition. Commencing free ignition.
Okay, whatever. We'll leave it on default. Not too many things to screw around with. Doo-doo-doo. Okay. Similar to that of Metal Gear Solid 4. Ooh. Action type. Configuration similar to that of Metal Gear Portable Ops. Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops. Hunter type. The configuration is similar to that of Monster Hunter Freedom. Okay. Okay. So... interesting. So action type is the, like, the PSP, basically. Right? Doo-doo-doo. I hope that stalking is, if that's a thing, is not holding down the Y button. Right? Okay, yeah, I like Metal Gear Solid 4. That's the closest... That's honestly pretty close to what... Outside of the square button, or X, I should say. That's basically what I did with my custom controls for... Well, and the select... It was a bit different for Portable Ops. But yeah, let's go with that. Oh, D-pad. The D-pad also lets you crouch. Interesting. Okay, 3-slot cycle, 2... That's nice that they added a cycle. I do like equipping and unequipping. Although, it has less, like, purpose now, doesn't it? I originally liked it because it would reload the guns, but now we have to manually reload, ever since Metal Gear Solid 4. So, is it better... to have a 2-slot swap? I like being able to go to empty hands. Although, 2-slot swap on here could be kind of nice. Let's just do what we've always been doing. Dude, oh shit, it didn't let me do, set it to, the year was 1964. The world was firmly in the grip of Cold War, divided into East and West. After World War II, the world was split into two. One of America's heroes had defected to the Soviet Union. Big Mama. Oh no, wait, she wasn't an American hero, was she? She was known as... Oh, sorry, sorry. We're going before... Operation Snake Eater. The mother of the Special Forces. Oh shit, I didn't read any of that. Facing full-scale nuclear war, the leaders of the world's superpowers held top-secret talks to avert Armageddon. The Soviet Union wanted assurance that this was not the work of Uncle Sam. They wanted America to eliminate one of the most legendary soldiers, the Boss. The person assigned this mission was her closest apprentice, the soldier known as Snake. Snake made the anguished journey into enemy territory, eventually confronting and killing the Boss at a fortress called Groznygrad. Having saved the world, Snake was hailed a true hero and given the title Big Boss. Spoilers. Following the award ceremony, however, Snake disappeared. What, they're not going to tell us what happened with Portable Ops? Oh, shit. Art thou hyped? A Hideo Kojima game. At least this cheesy font kind of fits the console. I didn't care for the cheesy font in Metal Gear Solid 4. Oh shit. Look, he's back smoking. He wasn't smoking in Portable Ops. Soldiers Without Borders. What's that called? What's the word for that? Is there a word for that? For, like, captions or subtitles, right? That translate like a sign. Right? Not a spoken word, but like a sign. Or writing, handwriting, something like that. Oh shit, look at him.
Boss!
David Hayter. Big boss.
Hey, boss! Wanna go around?
It really sucks that I can't change up and down on the wait a second. I think I can. Oh my god. You'd think that in an HD update they would let you do, like, okay, invert right. Okay, that should be good. No.
Show them how it's done, boss!
I do not want to
Your first
skip.
priority in enemy territory is knowing your surroundings. Your life depends on where you are looking and how fast you can identify your targets. Therefore, you must first master moving your line of sight.
Hell yeah.
To move your line of sight, use the right stick. Now, when I give you an order, look in that direction.
La la
Look
la
up.
la.
Good. Look down. Good. You should be familiar with the
Hell
up
yeah.
and down controls now. Press the action button if you're ready to move on. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Next, we'll check your left and right. Look right. Good. Look left. Good.
Woohoo.
You should be familiar with the
Pretty
left
rudimentary.
and right controls now. Press the action
At least they're
button
being
if you're ready
thorough.
to move on. Okay. You can change the controls anytime in options. Go with the method that works
yeah.
best for you.
Got you.
Next, I'll explain how to change stances. If you just stand there like an idiot in front of an enemy, you might as well kill yourself now. At
Damn.
times, you will need to get low to avoid detection. You have 3 stances: stand, crouch, and lying down. To change stances, use the crouch button. Tap the crouch button to change between
Yep.
standing and
And
crouching.
hold it.
You can move in either stance. Hold the crouch button and keep it held to lie down. However, you cannot move while you are lying down. I'll say
Aw,
that again.
shit.
You cannot
No
move
crawling?
while lying down. Is that clear?
Okay.
Good. Next, we'll work on your movement. Use the left stick to move around. Tilt
Yep.
it a little to walk slowly. Tilt farther to run. Decide
So that's
which
interesting.
to use based on your situation.
We have to-
Remember that your footsteps are louder when running.
We have to, like, get
making
down.
it easier to discover. Be careful.
Okay, so stalking is just like Metal Gear Solid 4, nice.
Good. Now we have rolling. Rolling is useful for knocking down enemies in your way and for getting away
Honestly-
when surrounded. You can also use it to jump over small ditches.
Kinda
and
crazy.
other
I get it. It's an
To
HD
roll, tap the
remaster
crouch
or whatever.
button while running.
But fuck
you
me.
got that? Tap the crouch button while running. Don't forget it.
And almost, so far, it doesn't seem like this is a PSP game. Okay, that animation, maybe a little bit. Oh, I can dive while crouched.
That's it. Next, I will explain how to attack without gunfire. You may run into an enemy unexpectedly.
Yeah.
You may not have a weapon on you, or you may be out of ammo. You'll still need an effective attack strategy. One well-placed strike and the enemy won't know what hit him.
Hell yeah.
To strike an
CQC.
enemy, press the attack button while standing still. On my command, press the attack button repeatedly and take down your opponent.
Okay.
Go!
I'm ready, boss.
Get him.
Impressive, boss! Next, we're gonna practice using the stun rod. Hitting someone with the stun rod will shock them with 1.5 million volts. Anyone on the receiving end
Okay.
of that is guaranteed to be out cold. To use
I never
the stun
used
rod,
the
press
stun
aim
knife
button
in,
to ready it, then press the attack button.
I just used it
You'll
for
be glad to
CQC
know we're
in,
using mock
Metal Gear
stun
Solid
rods
4.
for this training session. When your partner attacks, make him believe it's the real deal. Prepare yourself for stun rod training. Go!
I'm ready, boss.
That is incorrect, boss!
Okay.
Impressive, boss! Now we'll move on to CQC. CQC, or Close Quarters Combat, refers to when engaging an enemy in battle at very close range. It is a quick and efficient way of eliminating a threat. There are various CQC techniques.
Yeah,
we will go
yeah.
over each of them. Don't get cocky because you think you know them. This will be different from what you're used to. Pretend you are learning it for the first time. The
Different.
first technique is throwing your opponent. To do this, position yourself near your opponent and press the attack button while you tilt the left stick. Be sure to press the attack button when the icon appears.
Oh,
Now,
when the icon
wait for my
appears?
command and throw your opponent. Go!
I'm ready, boss.
Okay.
Fine work, boss! Next, I'm going to teach you how to restrain an opponent close
I
to
don't
you.
know if I can
This is a cornerstone of
choose if I,
CQC. Grab hold of an enemy, and the
throw 'em
bastard's life is in your
forward or
hands.
backward.
What you do from there is up to you. Just know that if you restrain him for too long, the average person will most likely pass out. Something to keep in mind.
Hell yeah.
Let's begin. To restrain your opponent, hold down the attack button while near them. Restrain your opponent on my command. Go.
Yeah. Can do.
I'm ready, boss.
Impressive, boss. Now we will throw your opponent after restraining them.
Okay.
To throw an enemy to the ground, press a direction on the left stick when you have them restrained.
Does the direction
Restrain
matter?
your opponent and throw them on my command. Go.
I'm ready, boss.
Yeah, yeah.
That is
Oops.
incorrect, boss.
Okay.
Fine work, boss. Now we will try CQC against multiple enemy opponents.
Nice.
You can also take out a group of enemies by throwing an opponent you have restrained.
Oh, baby.
First, restrain an opponent by pressing the attack button near them. Then, tilt the left stick to throw them. By tilting the left stick toward other enemies, you can send your captive flying straight into them. On my command, restrain and then throw your opponent. Go!
Okay.
I'm ready, boss.
Shit.
That is incorrect, boss!
There you go.
Fantastic! Again!
So he kind of does like
Go.
a spin, actually,
I'm ready, boss.
regardless. Okay.
Fantastic! All right! Why don't we do
That's-
something
that's a little
special
news.
since
I mean,
the boss is here?
I think you
Anyone
could
who
always
feels like
sorta
getting
do
their
that.
ass kicked, step forward. Don't hold back, boss.
I
When you're
forget.
surrounded by multiple enemies, you'll have to take them on one after the other. To do it, simply press the attack button again while throwing the current enemy. Just be sure to wait for the icon to appear.
Okay. The
I'm ready,
icon.
boss.
Boss, press the attack button when the icon appears. Next. Boss, press the
What?
attack button when the icon appears. Next. Boss,
I'm
press the
confused.
attack button when the icon appears. Next. Boss, press the
this
attack
makes
button
no
when the
sense to
icon
me.
appears. Next. Boss,
The
press
icon
attack button
is
when the
annoying.
icon appears. Next. Boss, press the attack button when the icon appears. Next. I'll explain it again.
It sure
When
seems to
you're
work.
surrounded by multiple enemies, you'll have to take them on one after the other. To do it, simply press the attack button again while throwing the current enemy. Just be sure to wait for the icon to appear.
Yeah.
Go!
Am I just hitting the button too soon? What's going on?
Next. Boss, press the attack button when the icon appears. Next.
I mean, it seems like it's working.
Press the attack button when the icon appears.
What, should I hold it?
Boss, press the attack button when the icon appears.
Oh.
Fantastic!
Oh, I wasn't supposed to be throwing him into people. I had to do it on all three of them. I got you.
Fantastic! And stop! That's it for today!
Yeah.
Thank you, boss!
See, good thing we didn't skip, because, I didn't know that.
Snake!
Was that Campbell? Monka. Oh, shit. Nice.
What's going on, Kaz?
Kaz.
We've got guests.
Time to move.
Don't worry, it's not our friends from Langley.
Okay.
I brought him. Made sure we won't follow.
Thank you, Big Boss.
Call me Snake.
Sorry, Vic Boss.
Vic Boss.
Listen up. For us, there is no victory.
But in Revolution, doesn't one triumph or die?
We don't do either.
So true. J-Chat. Wonder where chat would be best. I mean,
Here.
maybe it's fine right there.
Thank you.
I have no clue.
I feel like a new man. There's no coffee like Costa Rican coffee.
Costa Rican coffee.
So, what brings a distinguished scholar from the Costa Rican government to Colombia?
Professor Galvez comes from Costa Rica's University for Peace.
I know that voice. Ramon
You
Galvez.
see, over the past year, there have been sightings of an armed group in Costa Rica. They're not ours, of course.
The
Costa
Crimson
Rica doesn't
Fists.
have an army.
Correct. Article 12 of our Constitution states that the Army as a permanent institution is abolished.
The Peace Constitution.
Uh-oh.
You think it's rebels who fled Nicaragua? No, they don't appear to
Oh,
be
I should've
guerrillas.
topped
They're
off my
far too
water.
organized. What's your government's take?
Let me do that.
The authorities in San Jose claim it's a multinational security firm, hired by the Development Corporation of Costa Rica. Lies, obviously. They're bringing in state-of-the-art weaponry and equipment by the shipload. Where'd they get that kind of cash? I fear La CIA may be involved.
the CIA.
As you both know, the United States views Central America as its backyard. Even after Cuba, we've managed to maintain a delicate balance with the U.S.
And your government can't just give them the boot.
We are not allowed to bear arms.
Japan's constitution has something similar. Article 9. It says Japan renounces war and can't maintain an army.
I understand that you and your men have neither state nor ideology, that you will fight any foe. Please, you must drive them out of our defenseless country. We come to you, the Militaires Sans Frontières.
So, you want to hire us?
Yes, as our deterrent. We can't afford to pay much, it's true. But we can offer you this. A forward operating base. An offshore plant in the Caribbean.
Sounds pretty good to me. This place is becoming a mess anyway. Snake, we need someplace we can settle down.
The government's agreed to cooperate. Unofficially,
It's like
of
Big
course.
Shell. Big
A
Shell.
chopper for transport would be nice too.
I'll see what I can do.
Hold it. You seem to think we're just a pack of dogs of war. Is that right?
Yes, that's what I've heard. You're an army without a state.
No.
Oh
We've
no.
only left our countries behind.
Please, you must help us.
If your suspicions are true, force isn't going to do any good. You'll have to find a political solution.
The government's hands are tied.
Go back to your bosses in San Jose. Tell them if they want, I'll introduce them to a negotiator I know.
No, I'm not here on their behalf.
So,
Uh-oh.
what are you doing here?
It's the philosophers.
Over 20 years, I've preached the virtues of peace at multiple universities. Tonight, I stand before you as an educator. This is my student. She came to me to study peace.
Peace.
Her name is Paz. Paz Ortega.
Paz Ortega.
Us. Peace.
No kidding. That's my name too. Kazuhira. It's Japanese for peace.
Oh shit.
Pleased to meet you, Paz.
What? So is that
Call
guy
me
supposed to be Japanese?
Kaz.
Oh, that's interesting. I knew someone.
They've got a
or
supply port
I've
north
met
of Puerto
someone. My
Limon,
dad knows him.
a town in La Costa del Mar Caribe. A few days ago,
Kaz.
stumbled upon
But
that facility while searching for a
I wonder
lost
if it was
friend.
short for something.
She was captured. She's only a child, 16 years old. They did terrible things to her. But
Uh-oh.
somehow she managed to escape.
What the? Oh. Oh.
My God. She's
Oh.
so Ivana. Her
What?
mother died when
Does she not
was
have
small.
scars anywhere?
She lost her grandparents.
Why can
in
we
the
look
Civil
at her
War.
like this if I don't...
She
like, there
hates
should be
war with
scars,
a
right?
passion like no other.
Is that a scar on the arm?
My name is Paz, and I will do anything to protect my namesake. It is my one and only purpose.
Oh no.
Please, get them out of my country. Make them leave Costa Rica.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, kid.
We know who you are, Big Boss. That is
Uh-oh.
why we've come
They
to
know.
you.
See, I need to get a false eye instead of wear this goddamn eye patch, bro. Everybody knows me because of the goddamn eye patch, bro. An army without borders. Prologue. Okay.
Miller here.
That's crazy that you can't.
I see you've landed. That makes one
Oh, you
giant
have
leap
to
for us.
hold it.
I'm sending this from the offshore plant, our mother base. The signal is unidirectional. I'll be giving you commands and advice through this channel.
Oh.
Keep your headphones on at all times and pay attention. Also, make sure no one else can listen in. Snake, are you clear on the controls? Take a minute to refresh your memory. Use the left stick to move. Use the right stick to adjust your view.
No first-person view?
To change your settings, use the start button to open the menu.
Recovers life. Sweet. Okay, so no procurement on site for the binoculars and the omnidirectional sensor. Oh. Okay. I got you. Woohoo! Wait, does it make me stand up every... Oh? Okay. See anybody? I don't trust that. Not one bit. Wait, how do I use the codec? Oh.
Go, go, go.
Oh. So the stun rod you just automatically have equipped. Okay. Whoops. And we've got a camo index. Okay, you have to hug. You have to hold the button to hug. Okay. I want to... Damn, a hush puppy? That's supposed to be pretty damn quiet. Okay. But... infiltrate the supply facility at Puerto del Alba, the coastal port, where Paz was imprisoned, and obtain intel on the bases of the armed group occupying Costa Rica. Got you? Oh, this is better. Look. Why couldn't I do this from the start? Oh, left stick sensitivity. Inverse. Inverse. Do I like that character direction? I don't have the ability to like flip over on my side or on my back now when I can't crawl. Toggle on and off when action button is pressed. Okay. Well, let's reset this. La 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 la. Do 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 do. Got a little hasty. Okay. Nice. That's interesting that you can't change the right stick sensitivity. I get maybe that's a holdover from the PlayStation Portable. Okay, one more time. Infiltrate the supply intel on the basis of the armed group occupying Costa Rica. Just do some finding out. I really wish I could.
Going around. Why not try some shooting practice? Select a target and squeeze off a round or two. Press the X and B buttons while holding RB to switch weapons. Ready your weapon with LT, then press RT to fire.
Okay. Oh.
How about a little shooting practice? Try hitting a coconut.
That's interesting. So X and B is just the same as left and right. Okay.
Select equipment by pressing the X or B button while holding LB. To check your map, press the Start button to open the menu. The Mark 22 tranquilizer gun can put enemies to sleep. The closer to the head you hit, the more effective it is. Tranquilizer rounds are hard to come by.
Shots.
Don't waste them.
Oh. I do like the way he takes cover in this. I can't dive over this, it seems. Oh, shit. Okay, you can't dive into lying down. Okay. Things are a little bit different.
Your binoculars enable you to gather recon from a distance.
Recon, is that what it is? Okay.
A perfect target. Looks like you won't be the first to put some holes in it. Some peaceful paradise. That means you're not alone out there. The enemy could be near. Why not sharpen your skills here a bit before you bump into one of them? Press the back button to turn on auto aim. Press back again to turn it off. With auto aim, you'll lock onto enemies automatically. Only problem is, you can't target specific body parts. Auto aim effectiveness will vary from weapon to weapon.
That's interesting. Look, why can't I hit left on the stick?
You to quickly draw a bead on the target. It's not entirely reliable though. If you want accuracy, go manual.
Like, it's not happening.
With live targets. That means it won't snap to some threats.
That's
so
funny
be
that
careful.
I'm just things are just spawning in. Yep.
The M16 is a standard assault rifle, capable of rapid fire.
It's almost like hitting right on the stick is what actually cycles through. Although sometimes left helps me get where I want to go.
To use the stun rod, first unequip any other weapons, then ready it with LT and strike with RT.
Okay.
Not enough room, huh? We'll keep it here at the base.
Oh shit. Things just I just send shit back. Very nice. Doo 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 doo. Look, there's a fish. We are Big Boss. Are we gonna get hungry? Are we gonna wanna hunt at all? We got a frag grenade. Doo-ba-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo. 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 Doo-doo-doo.
The facility you're headed for is past that fence. A grenade should be able to take out that gate. Grenades
Really?
explode. You throw them, Snake. Use LT to ready throwing weapons. Once you've readied the weapon, throw
Okay.
with RT. When using throwing weapons, hold the attack button down longer to throw farther. You won't throw the weapon until you let go of the button. Snake, don't you think you could use a little more practice?
Nope. Not necessary. Okay, I need to remember that down... Okay. Down on the D-pad. Where'd my M16 go? Oh, wait. Okay, I'm not used to using, like,
I gotta
R1.
thank you for agreeing to this, Snake.
Yeah, Miller.
Man, am I glad to be out of here. Finally, we can leave all that crap in San Geronimo behind. And break into the mercenary business for real. Let me guess. You're doing it for her, aren't you?
Uh-oh. Big Mama. So this one is Big Mama Origins, probably, yeah? Maybe not. She wasn't Big Mama yet, right? Eva.
Are they still here?
Come on, Snake. This could be good for us. They're willing to give us an offshore plant, a place we can finally put down some roots. This is our chance to expand MSF.
We don't need a place to stay, guys.
MSF.
We're nomads. We always will be.
What? You'd rather keep wandering from conflict to conflict? Tools in the hands of whoever's fighting at the time?
The second we settle down, who's to say we won't become the warmongers?
Listen to me, Snake. We're not mercenaries. We're not a foreign legion. MSF's a business. A new kind of business.
PMCs.
Look, it's not like we're trying to start a war here. All we need to do is find out who this security company really is.
Yeah?
Come on, Kaz. It's pretty obvious that they're backed by the CIA.
Wait a sec. That would mean...
Uh-oh.
Our friend, the professor, is likely KGB.
Punka.
I see.
We'd be making an enemy of our homeland.
Wait, are they not
And there'd be
inside?
no turning back.
Oh, I guess, oh, sorry.
This damn thing won't light.
For some reason, I was misreading
Some coffee, Kaz.
what we're
It's time
looking
for a
at.
little chat with the
I
professor.
forget the name of that guy's the professor? And then there's Paz. Yeah, there she is. I missed what the professor's name was, to be entirely honest. Hey.
I was a heavy smoker.
What a guy.
When I got my medal from the Secretary General, he gave me this prosthetic hand as well. But smoking was ruining my lungs, so I quit. I've not had much use for it since. It's quite an honor to meet the legendary Big Boss.
That's just a code name the CIA made up.
Then perhaps I should call you John.
How would you
I don't
know?
have a name. You stopped using that code name you liked so much 10 years ago. What about you, comrade? What do they call you back at Center?
Okay, we're learning
Well
now.
then, allow me to get straight to the point.
Lady?
Land as slim as a whip, hot as torture.
Hot as torture.
That's the Chilean poet, Neruda.
Central America is the navel of the American continents, bridging north and south.
Oh,
We want this land.
the navel.
We'll build a socialist stronghold, then use it to split the Americas in two.
America would lose its
Socialist.
backyard.
And with it, its economic production, shipping lanes, and strategic value. We, on the other hand, would gain a base from which all of Latin America would be well within our reach.
Oh, okay.
He who controls Central America will win this Cold War.
The Cuban Missile Crisis.
First out, Nicaragua, toppling the pro-American Somoza regime. In preparation, we've begun instigating anti-Somoza sentiment and
anti-Somoza
to the Sandinista National Liberation Front.
You're manipulating Sandinista into overthrowing Somoza for you.
After the revolution, Nicaragua will become a socialist state.
You think America's just gonna let that happen?
Certainly not. After all,
they tend not
the CIA is already here.
And that's the armed group inside Costa Rica.
Precisely. It's clear that they've been sent in to disrupt our efforts across the border in Nicaragua. Simply put, the army now stationed in Costa Rica is CIA capital. But it's more complex than that. The CIA's got something else planned as well.
What?
That is the million-dollar question. Big Boss, we want you and your unit to find the answer.
Okay.
Infiltrate and investigate the facility in La Costa where Paz was imprisoned. Learn all you can of their operations. Then drive them out of the country.
La 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 la. You're asking us to settle a turf war between the KGB and the CIA.
What about her? That was all just an act?
You mean her words about peace? She was captured, that much is true. But I've kept my KGB affiliation from her.
And you thought we'd fall for a sob story?
No. I had good reason to bring her along. She managed to escape with her life, but her friend was not so lucky.
Uh-oh.
Why were they attacked? I believe this will help explain. Perhaps they saw something they weren't supposed to.
Look, he made us a mixtape.
Perhaps they heard something they shouldn't have.
A cassette tape?
Paz took this during her escape.
Look, it says Sony on it. Do they, well, I guess it's on a PlayStation
Says
Portable.
Her friend
So
happened to record it by accident.
What is that?
A portable stereo cassette player. The first of its kind.
A Walkman.
Ah, I heard they were working on something like that in Japan. Didn't know you guys were too.
I believe what you're about to hear will help you understand.
Oh.
What is that? A Quetzal?
The Phoenix bird.
Paz's friend
It's
was
a
researching
bird.
birds.
I thought
She
it was
went
a
out into the
monkey or
jungle to record bird calls.
great ape
and
of some
stumbled
sort.
upon this.
Sounds like a horse.
So what?
Now it gets interesting.
Ooh.
Poisonous. I need to get rid of it. I chase it back to its nest. You can't. The snake's too vicious. It's all many people. I chase it away.
The snake.
It will bite you unless you kill it. Go home.
Boss, voice print analysis confirms that this voice is indeed that of the legendary hero and criminal, the boss.
What the fuck?
The other hasn't been identified. Female in her 30s with a British accent. The song playing in the background was a hit in 1973.
Ava.
What's it going to be? Loyalty to your country or loyalty to me? Your country or your mentor? Your mission or your beliefs?
I am loyal to
Boss is alive in Costa Rica.
As I understand it, she was your commander, fought by your side.
What? I bet she's actually dead, but someone's like using an AI to make her voice.
The hero known as Big Boss.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Look, he do be sweating.
Well, what'll it be? Will you take the job?
Snake, it's gotta be a trap.
So you still
Gotta be
can't
a trap.
turn your back on your country.
What
Then
country?
I suppose you won't need this.
Wait. His index finger and his thumb?
Snake?
Do that. Not quite the Swiss Army knife I was expecting. I'll do it for the girl, for Paz. Yeah, I imagined her in her underwear.
For peace, then.
That seriously, that's fucking weird. Just when I thought Kojima couldn't get any weirder. Okay.
There they are. CIA mercs. Snake, you've got to get past them undetected. Avoid combat whenever possible.
Okay. I want to hold some peeps up. I want to like throw them on the ground.
This is a sneaking mission.
The coastal port. Obtain intel.
Hide behind stuff. Take the long way around. Whatever it takes to stay out of sight. Your gun is a last resort. It could just as easily kill you as save you.
Okay.
To press up against a wall, face it and hit the action button. From that position, you can press LT to detect enemies. That also works while lying down.
Okay. So, holdups don't exactly work. The normal way. Okay. Hopefully nobody sees. Don't see me. When does he wake up? How long do you think he stays down? Right? It's good to know.
Someone attacking? The enemy's attacking! Going to alert status!
Understood. Maintain heightened alert.
You mean caution? Caution status? Okay.
HQ, come in.
This is HQ.
This is patrol. All clear.
I
Understood.
wanna
Stay
see what
vigilant.
holding him up, like pointing my gun at him, does.
Make your way east.
Okay. Oops. No over the shoulder. Oh, no, it does exist.
Freeze.
Oh, shit, yeah! He just goes on the floor anyway. Badass. Okay. I like it. See anybody?
The indicator in the upper right serves as a compass and shows sound sources. Pay attention to your surroundings.
Honestly, I do kind of like this idea.
When you clear the jungle, you'll be there. Head east.
I like that. Okay. La 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 la. See anybody? I wish up and down on the D-pad did the zooming in and out. Dude, this game is great. La 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 la.
Make your way east. Keep your eye on what's left of your life gauge on the left of the screen. To the right of that, you'll see your sight gauge. Exhausting it will inhibit your actions. Your life gauge will recover with time. The sight gauge too.
So
You'll
we've got
recover
sight.
faster crouching than standing up. Lying flat works even better.
Nothing. Okay.
The percentage in the upper right is your camo index. The lower the number, the more easily you'll be spotted. Conspicuous movements and loud noises will compromise your camo index. Your fatigues will act as camouflage.
Let's see.
When you clear the jungle, you'll be there. Head east.
Woohoo. I need to remember that I don't need to be standing to do a roll anymore. Okay. Doodle-doo-doo-doo-doo. Okay, there do be something over here. Oh, come on. Okay. La 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 la.
Make your way east.
East. I want to get this.
Freeze.
Okay. Woohoo! He just keeps dropping it, doesn't he? Okay. I guess I can save pat downs for when I'm desperate.
When you clear the jungle, you'll be there. Head east.
The seaweed is always greener. Yeah. Get him! Very nice. So did the game remember that I was crouched, or did the game make me crouch? Doop-a-doo-boo. Okay, we're good.
Looks like like you're inside the compound. Security is tight. Stay sharp.
Oh my god, we're getting credits. Okay. This is where he starts going fucking nuts with the credits. If you don't consider him having already gone nuts with the credits. Okay, I see a guy up top. Oh. I tried to do a roll. There we go. I wish that it was a little bit more dynamic. Like, it's kind of odd that he takes cover like this when the closest wall or the closest corner is to his right, effectively behind him.
A cardboard box? What are you gonna use that for?
Might be able to fit 2 people. It says a bigger one. So that means there's probably another one? Boop 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 boop. Okay, I see you, brother. Okay, opening the menu does not pause, but this does. So that's good. Okay, I think I want at least that, maybe that. Okay. As long as I can do CQC.
Head for the building to the east. We need intel on that base.
Yeah. I'm taking my time, brother. Woohoo. Oh, look. He is interesting. La 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 la. Shit.
Infiltrate the facility on the east side of the compound.
Hey, welcome in, Michael. I swear if this guy sees me. Oh, fuck. Oh, God. Huh? Hell yeah. This is our first area. We just started. I know. It's a Metal Gear game, so expect it to take forever to even just get started.
You're looking for a 2-story building to the east.
I get it! Fucking Miller, dude. Okay. I think we have to go up this. Boo 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 boo. Huh? Okay. He's right above me. Just take it slow. Too bad this doesn't exactly give you a better... Usually hugging a wall, the whole point, since Metal Gear Solid was to... Or a huge point, was to be able to, get a better view. Get him! Doop-a-doo. That's right.
Yes, sir, we broke him. We acquired the whereabouts of target 500.
Here, just a sec.
Acknowledged. Spears are loaded. The barge is cleared Point Bravo.
Acknowledged. Out.
LOL. Okay, I was getting a drink, but I didn't realize they were gonna surprise me with a QuickTime event.
Freeze.
LOL?
The cargo. Where's it headed? What is it?
Irasu! In the mountains!
What's up there?
Irazu. Oh. Throw him. I'm surprised there's not like a way to fail the quick time. So yeah, we can't just walk away from a cutscene. I guess they've been doing that since Metal Gear Solid 3, right? Did Metal Gear Solid 2 have any, like, interactions in the cutscenes? Metal Gear Solid 3, and so in Snake Eater... Oh my god, quadcopters in 1973, hell yeah. Oh, that's like a big one though. So it's a bit normal. It looked smaller to me. It's weird having...
This is Snake. Kaz, can you hear me?
The credits like in the middle of the screen.
It's got a circuit that
during
reverses
things
the
like
audio
this.
phase.
Especially for non-director credits or producer credits.
I found a map of their bases. The cargo's heading from the marshes west towards Irasu.
Nice going, boss.
Kaz, this place is full of film badges. Dozens of them.
Film badges? Like the ones used to measure radiation exposure?
Oh.
The radio man was wearing one.
I got
and
a piss, too.
Talking to called the cargo Spears.
Wait, that would mean...
Nukes.
Uh-oh.
They're bringing nukes into Costa Rica.
Oh my god! Jesus Christ. Heroism? Wait, we get ranked for the things that we use? Ew. What does that mean? Did we get better over time? So they want me to use things? Hey, no alert phases. It didn't count the caution. Nice. I got 0 bonus for the cutscene interactions. Damn it! God damn it! Okay, chat. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Okay, it's nice that we don't have to, like, go back to the truck. Meet me at the truck. Right? God, that was obnoxious. Especially in the middle of what is ostensibly the same mission. Like, Snake, we can't get there. You have to sneak in. Okay, now that you made it to the next screen, I'll be there in the truck. Like, what are you talking about, Campbell? Words can now be infused with heroic spirit. What? What are you talking about? I don't know about this mechanic. We'll see how it works. I can say, here. And then my soldiers will be like, oh my god. He's so dreamy, isn't he? Look at his eye. Obtain design specs. What is the M1C again? Or that was the design? Okay.
How's that map, Snake? Think you can use it?
It tells me where their bases are, but it's just a bunch of points. No routes. I need better intel on the lay of the land.
Snake,
yeah,
the professor
intel.
said he's got the Sandinistas on his side. Said you should get in touch with the FSL and Commandante.
Do they know they're backed by the KGB?
Nah. As far as they know, they're really fighting for the revolution. The KGB is staying behind the scenes. I'm not sure the Sandinistas are aware of what's really going on.
Still can't believe anybody would bring nukes here.
Yeah, that's a shocker. Costa Rica's party to the Tlatelolco Treaty, which declares Latin America a nuke-free zone. Based on Japan's 3 non-nuclear principles, it bans the testing, use, import, or deployment of nuclear weapons.
Oh no.
If word of this gets out, Opinol will be forced to act. It'll cause an international uproar.
The treaty was signed to prevent another Cuban Missile Crisis. If the U.S. itself is going to scrap it.
Latin America's
I don't really like the way they did this,
World War II already. The entire continent will become one big powder keg.
Well, if they did bring nukes, we can't let them get away with it.
Are they planning a test, showing off? Or is it all to keep the anti-American movement in check?
Good question.
Oh yeah, was there even a difficulty slider?
I can't figure it out.
Huh.
Whatever the CIA's up to in Costa Rica,
props for the best.
The professor wants it stopped. We need to find out what that something is.
We need to get ready first, Kaz. Repairs?
Working as fast as we can, boss. This place is pretty beat. Looks like hell. But as long as you're with us, we'll make it heaven. No one can bother us here.
Outer
Stay
heaven.
telling us what to do. This is the MSF's haven. Our mother
Oh, sorry,
base.
Outer Haven.
With this foothold, we'll back you up even better than before.
Yeah?
We're gonna turn this pile of junk into something big.
Hell yeah. We're gonna become settler colonial nation state of our own. Okay. Oh, we just already have this. Okay. So this is what I've been seeing people like. This is what they have in Metal Gear Solid 5. I've seen just a time. I don't know the story of Metal Gear Solid 5, but I've seen a little bit of gameplay and cutscenes, and I know that they come to an offshore base like this. New weapons. Ooh. Oh my god. So okay. So we do need to have all this bullshit going on. I want them to do it for me. I don't want to have to tell them to do it. Miller, set all this up. Where's Major Zero? Make Major Zero tell everybody what to do. Able to start developing. Okay. It's just like a tree. GMP. Okay. Okay, so... I need to make a confidential document? Or I already have these? Oh. Main weapon ammo storage. Okay. Simple olive drab fatigues offering the basic level of defense. Main weapon storage, ammo storage. Okay, let's go for naked. Oh wait, but naked... Oh, no. Let's go with the fatigues. I don't need to go in shirtless. La la la. Items. So we can increase how good our rations are. Ooh, coffee or whatever. Herba mate, right? Yeah, it's like tea, sorry, not coffee. Caffeine. Okay. What the fuck is this? Oh, look! This is the thing that they introduced to... I thought that was introduced in Metal Gear Solid 5. But no, we have, like, the thing. So we can hold people up and evacuate them. Got you. So I have 58 of them in my inventory. Wait, you have to drop it to set it? Weird. I should try that out. Analyzes information about enemies. Oh, this is kind of like the Solid Eye, sorry. I played Metal Gear or Mary Gear Solid. God damn it. The cat has detected some crumbs from my chips. Not my chips. My saltines. Just a sec. Gotta clean up. Okay, cool. Hey, this seems much more streamlined and, like, I actually can interpret what the menu means as opposed to portable ops, goddamn. Omnidirectional sensor that visualizes nearby sounds as waveforms. The N icon. Yeah, we already have that. Okay, so gets a bit more like a radar as you use it. or as you upgrade it. Okay, nothing to develop. Usage. Okay, but do I have to shoot it in order to use it? Or, because, like, see how there's the red part? Does using CQC with it equipped count as using it? You know what I mean? Okay, we've got shotguns, assault rifles. Got the M16, baby. Ooh, I want this. So I don't have anybody to, Oh, look, we've got a model viewer. Okay. What is that like? What is that on the end? High rate of fire? Yeah, but what the fuck is that on the end? Okay. Missiles. Throwing weapons. Sweet. Look, my thing is that this game isn't Ratchet and Clank. Ideally, I don't ever have to use any of these weapons. Right? So, kind of silly. Would you like to view the staff assignment tutorial? So, Mother Base. Yeah. So we want most people in R&D, I think. You'll be able to develop new weapons. Yeah. To automatically assign staff. Okay. Exploiting their talents. Okay, I don't much care for all this, unfortunately. Eagle Ray. We're not a foreign legion. The GMP is the sum total of MSF's income. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh. Okay, so helmets actually do shield people's heads. Interesting. But, you know, I don't think I want that guy on the combat with me, right? Sunny, bananas are good for more than just eating. Really? Oh yeah, we can look at the skill descriptions. Okay. Gunsmith? Okay, so we definitely want this guy in R&D. Okay. This guy doesn't have any special skills? None of these guys do. Engineering? Speed of placing objects becomes faster. Okay, so we want this guy, Alligator, on the combat unit. Right? Do we want Campbell there and with R&D? He can raise our morale. And then we can just put people okay. LOL. Maybe we should put someone else. Here. I don't know what any of these, like, mean. Like, what are all those icons? It seems like placing claymores and... I have no clue. Throwing... Point is, all of these guys suck. Although, one guy is definitely better than the others. Bluegill. In training, I got CQC thrown against a wall and got knocked out. Felt like it hurt at least twice as bad as the usual throw, too. Okay. Bluegill, you're going to the combat unit. Oh yeah, we need to look at their life and psych as well. Right. Level 5 combat. Okay. Oh wait, the wrench is R&D. That makes sense. So, who has the best R&D? It's like, we should put... Yeah, Campbell. Look at that. Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay, you are going to the combat unit. You're going to the combat unit. You're going to the combat unit. You're going to the combat unit. Combat unit. Cabbage White, you're going to R&D, brother. Just anybody with the highest. Okay, so Alligator is our best guy. Do 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 do. Okay. Perfect. Sniper rifles. Okay. Are you sure? How much? So 14? 14K? Smoke grenade? What's all this about? I guess... Can't be too bad to upgrade this. R&D level 28. Jeez. Do I want to research smoke grenades? Yes and no. It might as well have them. Right? Might as well. Okay. Items. An analyzer. Do. Okay. I don't need to do that. Options, button configuration. What's this? Let's save the game. Really? Yeah, save the data. Okay. Sounds good. Mission select. Metal Gear. Oh shit, yeah. Okay. So this is just a much better realized portable ops, basically. Which makes sense, because PlayStation Portable. What, you'd rather keep wandering? Oh my god. I hate that we have to select missions, but it's whatever. You can play co-op missions. Do. Okay. Are there co-op only? So, if it says new, we haven't done it yet. Main ops. Okay. Snake has knocked out a radio soldier in the supply facility. MSF soldiers only? So not Snake? Ew. I need a Fulton recovery system. Okay. So we've got main ops and extra ops. Got you.
The boss has infiltrated the area around the coastal supply facility and knocked out the soldier there. But we can't just leave him there to be found. I need you to get in there and capture the unconscious soldier using the Fulton recovery system. Do it quickly before he comes to.
Okay. Choose mission prep to select weapons. Got you. Where's mission prep? Oh, here it is. Okay. Wait. We want to be alligator, right? Yeah. La 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 la. Okay. What's the terrain here? Maybe we go with, like, since I'm not sure. Yeah. He has a rocket launcher? Oh, just when he's naked. Okay. Damn it. Does this affect
survival?
Okay, look. We do have a Fulton system. Okay, there's a lot going on with this game. Okay.
The mercenary supply base is situated on elevated ground by the coast.
Yeah.
I heard them call it Puerto del Alba, Port of Dawn. They have perfect visibility of the area from up there. We did our best
Where
to
have I heard
sneak in
Port of Dawn
undetected,
before?
but one of the guards spotted us and we...
What is it?
I'm sorry. You'll have to ask Professor Galvez the rest.
It's okay. You've been through a lot.
Professor
I'm sorry.
Galvez.
I just cannot.
You did great, Paz. I won't let your efforts go wasted.
Okay. Mother base. Special items.
Snake, about that cassette player Galvez was carrying.
So this is
That
like
was
the
no Russian
optional
imitation.
codex,
It was the
basically.
real deal. A prototype developed by a Japanese company.
Get out of
That's
here.
nice.
It's true. It had the Sony logo on it. The product name is Walkman.
Walkman.
It's a revolutionary new concept. Music you can listen to on the go.
Oh my
You can
God.
take it with you when you leave the house.
You can have a
I gave it
Walkman
listen,
in this
and you
game
wouldn't believe
instead
how good
of
the sound
an
quality is for
iPod.
something
I'm
so
assuming
tiny. And in stereo too.
they did everything,
Think of the
dude.
technology
It's
that must have
fucking
gone
crazy.
into it. And that tape is equally amazing. The treble range is clearly superior to any other cassette ever made. Stylish too.
How'd Galvez get his hands on a model that's not even out yet?
Beats me.
Damn.
It's not the kind of thing I'd expect some stodgy Soviet to be into.
Me neither. Tell you what, though, it's a fine piece of work. It'll let me listen to my music when I want, where I want.
I never thought I'd hear you say that.
Yeah, but
I have to
what,
agree.
do you have a way
Me?
to put
I'm a recording
things
freak,
on?
and I always
a
used to
recording
laugh
freak?
at the idea of a portable player. But now that I've seen it in action, I've changed my mind. Being able to take your
I'm an
music with
audiophile
you,
myself.
This could be the start of a revolution in music.
Could be.
I'm having the guys at Mother Base study and analyze it. Who knows? They might be able to come up with something even better.
Walkman Mark II.
Snake, about cardboard boxes. It feels kind of weird me explaining this stuff to you. But there have been a few recent developments in cardboard box technology.
What, really?
So just to be safe, here goes.
Go on.
You
What,
can do
the
much more
handles?
with a box than just hide under it. You can put it someplace and leave it there.
Huh?
You
Hell
can get
yeah.
on top of it and use it to reach high places, or hide from the enemy in its shadow.
I don't know about getting on top of it. That's kind of weird.
I like what I'm hearing so far.
And that's not all. You can even put items in it and send them co-op's teammates.
Really? I never thought of any of that.
Set them toe
Damn.
up.
Is there anything a cardboard box can't do? Every soldier should have one.
Yeah, well, don't get too excited. This isn't exactly what they were made for.
The
Which
cardboard
reminds
boxes
me,
are like
Don't you think the boxes around
the
here
Douglas
are a little
Adams.
on the big side?
You're right. I bet
towel.
2 people could fit under one box, if they packed in tight enough. They call them love boxes.
Love boxes?
Of course, you don't need a love box to fit 2 people inside. Any box of similar size will do.
Hell yeah. Okay. Just 2 men in a box.
Up to 2 people can fit inside a cardboard box.
Tell me how.
Move close to a box with a teammate inside, and an icon will appear.
Oh my
then
God.
press the action button. You'll stay inside as long as the action button is pressed.
So, same as snake formation, huh?
Exactly the same.
They call it
In fact, when you
snake
put on
formation.
a cardboard box when snake in, both of you can climb inside.
A box big enough to hold me and my buddy. These are fine times we live in, hey, Kaz?
Yeah. Sure, boss.
Okay. This is the best part of the game. Okay. That's something that Metal Gear Solid 4 was missing. Okay, I've never played co-ops, and I probably won't unless there's a way to do it kind of like in Portable Ops, but I don't think that's the case.
Cooperative operations, or co-ops for short, is the term for taking on missions in teams of 2 or more. The basic co-ops unit is a 2-man cell.
Even a single teammate is great to have in enemy territory.
And there are actually quite a few things you can't do by yourself.
Uh-huh.
You can help each other climb walls, divide up mission roles.
Ooh, nice.
On the other hand, if one of you is spotted, the other one's screwed too. And it's kind of tough for 2 people to hide in one small space.
Good point. But what's more important than anything is how close you are to your comrades.
Well said. Working as a 2-man cell can make the mission easier or harder, depending on how well you work together.
Oh, shit.
It's also good to note that if you've got a clear, specific objective, it can be to your advantage to use an even bigger team. That said, teams of 3 or more run a much greater risk of being spotted.
Yeah. In a sneaking mission, the fewer people you have, the easier it is to get around.
That is so true.
In co-ops, you can trade weapons and equipment with your teammates. You can also display your teammates' inventories from your weapon or equipment menu.
Okay.
Ammo is shared too, of course.
Ammo, sure. How about life? That also shared?
Yep. You all sink or swim together.
Really?
Your teammate dies, you die. You need to be within a certain distance of each other to swap items.
Yeah, I know.
I kind of like
I've been
that.
in this business so long, I can virtually see that distance.
That's the thing
Looks
about
kinda like a
co-op
ring in
games
my head.
sometimes, like...
That's why you're the boss. Okay, we'll call it the co-op ring.
You can carry
and entering
people.
the ring will be called going co-op in.
If, like in Halo, like, someone will just show up. Later, they'll spawn back in on the next checkpoint.
Another thing. During a mission, you can assume what we'll call the snake formation.
Okay.
Same as your code name, but probably not standard operating procedure for a guy who specializes in going solo.
Damn right. There's only room for one snake.
So true.
In co-ops, though, it's a highly effective formation. The signal for snake formation is to tap your teammate on the shoulder.
Okay.
Can't form up until you're close enough to reach out and touch someone.
Entering snake formation is called going snake in. When you're snake in, the soldier at the front of the line controls movement. The soldiers in back focus on scouting and attack.
It's like clearing. It's like Ready or Not kind of stuff. Like it's like we're getting super tactical. That's what we're doing. It's like Rainbow
Just
Six.
because your heart stops doesn't mean you're dead immediately.
Right.
Oh.
The heart just circulates blood through the body.
So there is a revive
stopping
system.
It does cut oxygen supply to the brain. You'll be dead soon after.
Which is why we have CPR. Let's say your heart does stop. If someone performs CPR before your brain cells die, you can recover. In co-ops, when the life gauge drops to 0, it means you're in a near-death state. You won't be able to move or anything else. Performing CPR on near-death teammates can bring them back into action.
Hell yeah.
Of course, performing CPR in the middle of battle isn't exactly safe. You're leaving yourself exposed.
This is one of the coolest
Even so,
handheld
in co-ops,
games.
you and your teammates are
In
all
concept,
in
at
the same
least.
boat. Don't think you
I know
can
I'm
get
playing
away
it
with
on
leaving one of them behind.
I wouldn't think of
console,
that.
but the
And
console version.
I'd expect them to do the same for me.
If
But
you let all your
holy
teammates
shit.
die during a mission, there'll be nobody
This is
left to save
ambitious as
you.
hell. I thought Portable Ops was
It's game
ambitious.
over.
If you compare Portable Ops to... Look, I haven't played too many PlayStation Portable games, but not gonna lie, not very many good 3D games, I'd say. It was best for 2D games, like most handheld stuff. And if it was going 3D, you had to simplify things, typically. It's kind of amazing that Ratchet & Clank Size Matters works as well as it does, but Jak and Daxter, The Lost Frontier, that I think that one, that's what it's called. That one, I still haven't finished it. It's just sad the fact, seeing what you could do in portable ops, and now this game especially, so far, at least, there's no excuse for what happened with high impact games and Jak and Daxter. If you know, you know. His punching and the fact that you can't roll in that game, so you have to punch to be able to dash. Hey, welcome in, Zep. So just so you know, this was released after Metal Gear Solid 4, but it's for the PlayStation Portable. But this is an HD version of the game that was released for the Xbox 360, and I'm playing it on a Series X. So it's gonna look and feel better than a PSP game, but also it might actually run better than the HD version did originally on the 360. Incredible.
Building trust with your teammates is essential to success in co-ops.
That goes without saying.
Here, just a sec.
I'm not gonna let somebody I can't trust cover my...
Trust is called camaraderie.
Oops, sorry.
Indicator of how strong your bond is with your co-op's teammates. The friendlier you act toward them, the greater your camaraderie.
Give me an example.
Your camaraderie will be higher if you're co-op in than standing apart. Saving a teammate's life with CPR also strengthens your bonds with them. Things like hitting a teammate with friendly fire will cause your camaraderie to go down.
Makes sense.
Camaraderie carries over from mission to mission. The next time you go co-ops in with the same guy, you'll start off strong. But be careful. If you keep taking new people with you on missions, your camaraderie with past teammates eventually reverts back to its original level.
Got it. I'll have to make sure to renew old friendships once in a while.
The performance benefits gained from Snake Sync in co-ops depend on your camaraderie. It's always best to keep things cool with your teammates.
Okay, sorry. We're gonna get through a lot of these here at the beginning, and then I'm sure they'll trickle more new ones, briefing files, in as we play the game.
Stand still when you're snake in, and you and your teammates will start to get in sync.
And we're getting we're getting rid of all
That's
the
right.
things.
Stay still together, and you'll enter snake sync mode. The synergy will give you a boost in performance. You'll move faster, recover faster, and have better camouflage.
In other words, we're at our best when we're in the same groove.
You got it. If you've got a big task ahead, can't hurt to take some time to get in sync. Like I said before, the benefits you get from Snake Sync depend on your camaraderie.
I hear ya.
Hell
It's
yeah.
a lot easier knowing you've got someone you know and trust covering your back. Lets you focus that much more on what you have to do.
Mm-hmm. Snake Sync.
If camaraderie represents how much your teammates trust you, then heroism shows how high your reputation is.
Heroism.
That's right.
Heroism.
Your reputation
Is the
affects
game
your
a little
ability
loud
to
for you?
recruit new members to MSF. With higher heroism, it won't take as long
No,
to
we're good.
convince guys to join our cause and send them back by Fulton recovery.
So, how do I get this heroism thing to go up?
Lots of ways. Complete tough missions. Avoid unnecessary bloodshed. And don't get caught by the enemy like a deer in headlights, or you'll never be heroic. Also, getting out there and attacking the enemy in co-ops will boost your reputation among your teammates. Of course, it'll get the enemy gunning right for you, too. But don't sweat it. Be yourself. Be the boss. From where I'm standing, you're plenty heroic already.
Hell yeah.
Knock it off.
Yep, so charismatic. That's what's dangerous about Big Boss. He's likable.
Seems the R&D team's been busy working on co-ops only weapons.
Co-ops only?
Like a gun with extreme firepower, but only when 2 people fire it at once. I hear it's still in the concept stage.
I know some rocket launchers need 2 people to operate, but a co-ops only weapon.
Hey, if they come up with something good, you'll have that much more reason to go co-ops. Why don't you check in and see how they're doing every once in a while?
Yeah, I don't think we'll put much time into that if I have a choice.
In co-ops, maintaining close communications with your teammates is crucial.
Absolutely. Losing track of each other on the battlefield is a good way for a unit to get itself wiped out.
Enemy positions, orders, distress calls. When communication breaks down, you get picked off one by one. Now about co-ops comms.
Co-ops comms?
It's a radio system for communicating with co-ops teammates. First press the start button to open the menu. Then select co-ops comms.
Okay.
After that, press one button to choose a category, then another button to select the actual message.
Yeah.
So basically you use different combinations of 2 buttons to send different messages.
Easy enough.
It's just like an on-screen
chat. You can set which
chat.
messages go with which buttons during mission prep.
Sounds like it's going to be a pain to send messages until I get used to it.
Then why don't you assign co-ops comms to the back button? That should make things a little quicker and easier. Just go to back button under options.
Yeah, I think I've already done that. Or have I?
Snake, you familiar with the Japanese word kotodama?
Kotodama.
Unfortunately, there's no direct equivalent in English. But to keep it simple, let's call it a sort of battle cry.
Okay.
Battle cry, huh?
Right. But kotodama is actually a deep Japanese concept. Koto means word, and dama means spirit. It signifies that words have power that affect our reality.
Yeah.
Are you feeling okay?
I guess I made it sound kind of like mumbo jumbo, huh? Seriously, though.
It's
Haven't
just
you ever
Eastern
felt energized
philosophy,
when a teammate
bro.
cheered you on? Or the other way around?
People,
Ever had your legs
the way
cut
that you
out from
worded
under
it,
you
at
by
least.
a thoughtless remark?
Yeah, I know the feeling. Words can have a powerful mental effect on people.
Same goes for co-ops comms. Offering praise to somebody could make them run faster than usual. Or make somebody who thinks they're done for get up and fight again. See what I'm saying?
I get the picture. So it works in reverse, too.
The powers of words are many and varied. Try using them for yourself.
Okay. So look, we can close this. Mother base.
Kaz, what kind of shape is that plant the professor gave us in?
First time I laid eyes on it, I
What,
thought
like
it was
a
some kind of
triangle?
joke. It was a giant birdhouse. Seagulls everywhere. We eventually scraped off most of the rust and bird crap. The underlying structure's intact. Little elbow grease, and we should be in business.
Who used to own it anyway? Whatever shape it's in now, somebody sank some serious money into building it.
From what I can tell, an American university built it as a research platform for ocean thermal energy conversion. The name's still on some of the rusty old power turbines. I'm guessing they must have had government and corporate assistance to build it too. But they couldn't solve the thermal efficiency problem, and the project was canceled. Then after the university abandoned it, a KGB front company scooped it up for next to nothing. At least that's my theory.
How'd the KGB manage to buy a plant built with American capital, front company or not?
Yeah, that professor is quite the operator. One other thing. The plant's set up so that it can join up with other plants of the same standard.
So, they were originally planning on expanding the place, huh?
Hey, let's give it a shot. We can get some more people together and build this place up into a proper home for MSF. You're with me on this, right, boss?
Am I? I think maybe I probably have to be.
Snake, you can use the Fulton surface-to-air recovery system to send prisoners and
Hell yeah.
unconscious mercenaries you encounter back to Mother Base. I know you've used the Fulton before, but just to make sure I'm not missing anything, let's review the steps.
Okay.
First, attach a balloon to the unconscious enemy or captured prisoner.
Right.
Yeah.
I hook a wire to their waist, and on the other end of the wire, there's a helium balloon.
Right. Then we'll send over a chopper to catch the floating balloon with its recovery hook and reel it up into its cargo hold.
And that's it.
And
A
that's
chopper?
it. We finished installing the recovery hook on the Huey.
Wait,
It's kind of a
guys,
freaky thing to use.
Something doesn't make sense about this whole process.
This again.
Well, normally, Fulton recovery is for when you're using fixed-wing aircraft.
Yeah, that's what I'm
With
saying.
a helicopter, isn't it simpler to land and pick up directly?
Listen, Snake. You're going to be calling for recoveries repeatedly throughout your mission. We want to keep the risk of taking enemy fire to a minimum. The best way to get that done is to do the recovery in a high-speed flyby. That's what the Fulton surface-to-air recovery system is for.
Yeah, I'm aware,
What's the real
but
reason?
why with a
Helicopters are
helicopter?
cheaper, and
Oh
the
my
repair
god.
bills will start adding up once the bullets start flying.
Yeah.
I thought so. Cause I know we need to keep costs down, but...
Boss, you really need to get rid of this whole army mentality. We're not the Pentagon. We don't have billions of taxpayer dollars to play with. And besides...
Fine, fine.
Yeah.
Just pick a reason that makes sense.
Yeah, someone's gonna get
Helicopters have
chopped
quicker
into
response
bits.
time. Sounds strange, yeah, but it works great. I promise. You'll get used to it before long.
Yeah, I hope so.
That's fucking nuts. Okay.
Remember why we created MSF, Snake.
Okay.
To provide military force to whoever needs it, wherever they are, regardless of nation or ideology. Our beliefs aren't all that lofty.
We just won't be the tools of any one country.
Exactly. We know only how to fight, but we refuse to live our lives at the whim of the state. The MSF seal is patterned after Pangea, the supercontinent from 250 million years ago. Back then, the whole world was one landmass, one world. No
Wow.
gaps, no rifts.
Our strength will take us back there.
Bad guys being bad guys.
What about you guys?
Our mission statement?
Any interest in expanding MSF?
You'd better believe it. I want to make us into an organization that doesn't take orders from any country. Just like you
What do
were
you mean?
saying.
Well, sounds
have
like
to be
we are.
strong. Strong enough to defend ourselves.
But we're just saying,
We need
what do we
money,
get
too.
out of it?
Money to train soldiers to fight. The way I see it, we make MSF into something along the lines of a new kind of business. A contractor providing the full range of military services. Not just combat, but logistics, training, weapons, outfitting, and R&D. Combining the small footprint and
Yeah,
exceptional
capitalism.
performance of special forces with the raw military might of a full regular army. Only with that kind of power can we break free of nation states. What I need from you, boss, is to go out and find guys we can bring back here using Fulton recovery. Then tell us what assignment to use them for. I'll take care of the rest.
PMCs.
Your old mentor, the boss. She was known in the West as the mother of special forces, right?
Nothing but propaganda.
Actually, it's not all that far from the truth. I heard the KGB just set up a counter-sabotage cell. Alpha Group, I think they call it. There's even a rumor that West Germany created a counter-terrorist unit within its border police after the debacle at the Munich Olympics. Back home in the States, they've got the illustrious Green Berets, the SEALs, and your personal creation, Foxhound. The seeds sown by the boss are beginning to sprout.
Foxhound.
Same goes for MSF, right? In creating it, you were carrying on the will of the boss.
Yeah. She taught me how to fight the hard way. She beat it into me.
And now, thanks to her,
Damn.
we can take on missions other than just conventional combat. After all, we've got the same mother as the Army's Special Forces.
Yeah, and now you're saying that she's alive.
Still can't believe Professor Galvez was KGB.
Well, like the professor said, Moscow's hell-bent on communizing Latin America.
Yeah, the Cuban intel
Communizing or
services are all
socializing?
in the KGB's pocket. You don't think he's got some kind of ulterior motive?
If the CIA is up to something, it's only natural that the KGB wants to know about it. But I doubt they're showing us their full hand.
We'd better watch our backs.
We had better watch our fucking backs, brother.
What do you think, Cuz? Why did Paz come all the way to Colombia herself?
It's a long trip to make just to be Exhibit A in Galvez's sales pitch. She's only 16. Still a kid.
Oh my god.
Maybe we should take her wish for peace at face value.
Do.
Costa Rica isn't alone. All of Latin America is getting swept up in the superpowers' Cold War. The whole ideological split between East and West.
Yeah.
In the end, it's just a greedy scramble for wealth by the ruling classes. The Western bourgeois stand to lose everything if their countries go communist. After all, the
Not the
communists
bourgeois.
want to abolish private property altogether. So the capitalist rulers desperately tried to halt the global spread of communism. Hence the phenomenon of red baiting. And the communists, for their part, didn't exactly stay true to their principles. They tried to escape class-based society. But between Stalin's autocracy and the rise of the nomenclatura, they ended up creating one anyway. Once people have power, they stop caring about equality. That's where communism, where society in general, reaches its limits. The rulers only care about their own gain. The opposing side becomes a risk factor that threatens the profit, and thus the ongoing struggle between capitalism and communism was born.
And now, nuclear deterrence is part of the picture.
Exactly.
Not a nuclear deterrence.
They say nuclear weapons are the reason we haven't seen conflict on a global scale since World War II. The thought that your opponent might launch nukes against you sort of makes it tough to start an armed conflict, especially now that they've got intercontinental ballistic missiles. Nowhere is safe.
Of course, all that has caused military expenditures to skyrocket.
Well, the only way to ward off a preemptive strike is to flaunt your own nuclear stockpile.
I'm so glad that they don't
their numbers to increase exponentially.
have politics
not just
in
with
the
regards
games,
to
you know?
destructive power, but in terms of targeting technology too. Now they can hit a target halfway across the world with pinpoint accuracy. In a way, the space race was a demonstration of that technological progress.
And as a result of all that, we now have mutually assured destruction.
It's the ultimate form of deterrence. No one's going to launch their nukes knowing they'll be obliterated in return.
I don't know.
Huh.
The chance of somebody hitting the button by mistake is never zero.
Never.
You're right. Even with peace guaranteed by MAD, there's always the risk of an accident.
Nobody
Mad
wants
Magazine?
the world to end on account of some machines malfunctioning.
On the other hand, thanks to deterrence, we haven't had a world war since 1945. You gotta admit, it has been pretty peaceful.
Not that it matters to us.
People point at the nuclear arms and space races and call it a Cold War. I say if they're not shooting at each other, why not call it world peace?
Doesn't mean war is gone. Look at Korea. Look at Vietnam.
Well, yeah, but I'm talking in relative terms here. Besides, if war died out completely, we'd be SOL.
We're not warmongers.
And yet, we can't survive in a world that's at peace.
You got a point.
Oh no. Okay, here's the thing. Who's talking on behalf of Kojima? I feel like it's all of them, right? Except for usually the bad guys. That's usually the idea. Right?
So it's been more than 10 years since the Cuban Missile Crisis, huh?
I don't think we'll ever forget it.
No kidding. Those 13 days starting October 15th, 1962, were probably the closest we ever came to all-out nuclear war. The Russians deployed nuclear missiles to Cuba. America responded with a naval blockade. Then Russia shot down an American spy plane.
Oh, wow.
I was still a teenager back then, but I remember what it felt like to be one step away from nuclear war. The adults were freaking out.
If it wasn't for the Cuban Missile Crisis, there might never have been an Operation Snake Eater. And
What's the matter, Snake? It's not like you to get all hypothetical.
I
I guess not. It was the reassessment after the missile crisis that paved the way for the hotline between Moscow and Washington, and also for détente. That's irony for you.
Détente.
The Treaty of Tlatelolco was enacted to make Latin America into a nuclear-free zone. It bans the testing, use, manufacture, production, acquisition, storage, and deployment of nuclear weapons. The impetus was pretty obvious. The series of crises triggered by the deployment of nukes in Cuba.
Not hard to imagine. Those 13 days had the whole world frozen in fear.
Of course, the country that started it all, Cuba, hasn't actually ratified it yet.
Still, the treaty's backed by over 20 countries. Anyone flouting it risks becoming an international pariah.
True. Opinol would investigate, no doubt. I heard they used Japan's 3 non-nuclear principles as their model when they drew up the treaty. I think the Treaty of Tlatelolco might have been their way of asking nuclear powers not to use nukes against them. That's the biggest difference between the treaty and the 3 principles. I guess you could call it a 4th principle.
Okay.
So Costa Rica abolished its army back in, what, 1949?
May end here in a sec.
Gutsy move for a
Starting to
Central
feel
American
weird.
nation at the time.
Yeah, well, they'd just come out of a civil war. I'm sure they were driven by a desire to avoid another tragedy like Paz said. But I think they had a more compelling reason. Army coup d'etat are a way of life in so many Latin American countries. Imagine seeing that up close.
No army, no coup. Makes sense.
Plus, their economy was in ruins, so they honestly didn't have any money to spend on an army anyway.
Yeah, but weren't they on less than friendly terms with Nicaragua?
Yeah, and in fact, Nicaragua did end up invading. But the Civil Guard fought back and the OAS brokered a ceasefire. The US and the rest of the OAS had their back, and they used it to full advantage. For a quarter century, they survived in the powder keg of Central America. That must have taken some serious diplomacy, even if the Civil Guard is pretty decked out for a police force.
Must be tough to be a country without an army.
Hey, Snake, mind if I ask you something?
Since when did you start asking permission?
So, you used to be part of a CIA paramilitary unit, right?
That's right.
Ever do any ops in Central America?
No, not personally. But there were other units who did all kinds of stuff.
I remember the Bay of Pigs invasion back in '61. The papers had a field day with it.
Operation Zapata. That was the CIA code name. The whole thing went south.
Then there was Che Guevara, being hunted down in Bolivia. I heard the CIA had a hand in that, too.
There were several units similar to mine. MSP, SOG. They'd recruit former special forces, train them as intelligence agents, and send them on deniable covert paramilitary operations. One of those units trained the Bolivian army in counter-guerrilla tactics.
And then had them shoot El Che.
So the story goes.
Oh, wow.
Around here, they say La CIA instead of CIA, huh?
Nothing strange about it. That's how it's pronounced when you read it in Spanish.
It has the feminine noun ending a, so they use the article la. Apparently some people have taken to using the term UCLA.
That's a new one to me. What's it mean?
It stands for Unilaterally Controlled Latino Assets.
Meaning they're local agents?
Yeah, that's the idea. Washington uses them like pawns. Nobody knows who they really are or what they're doing.
Oh, wow.
You were saying Japan has a peace constitution too.
Yep. Japan renounced war in Article 9 of its constitution, aspiring sincerely to an international peace based on justice and order. The Japanese people forever renounce war as a sovereign right of the nation. and the threat or use of force as a means of settling international disputes. In order to accomplish the aim of the preceding paragraph, land, sea, and air forces, as well as other war potential, will never be maintained. The right of belligerency of the state will not be recognized.
You know it by heart.
Some things you never forget.
Impressive. There were some parts I didn't quite get, though. Like the whole means of settling conflicts thing.
Yeah, that's been the subject of debate. Whether or not it forbids any and all use of force. The current Constitution was originally drawn up under the Allied occupation. The first draft was even submitted by Allied GHQ. So naturally, there are some who feel the Constitution was imposed on Japan by foreigners.
Things like that are never simple. Same for every country, I guess.
One thing's for sure, though. Not having an army let Japan focus on economic recovery after the war. In that sense, it's the same as Costa Rica.
Very cool.
Kaz, you were in the Japanese Self-Defense Force, right? I thought that Article 9 you were talking about earlier prevented Japan from having an army.
Yeah, and that's another subject of controversy. The Self-Defense Force is an organization for the purpose of defense. Article 9 of the Constitution does not deny Japan's right to self-defense. Therefore, the SDF is constitutional. That's Tokyo's official stance.
Sounds complicated.
Call it what you will. It's a distinctly Japanese way of interpreting things.
The U.S. has military forces stationed in Japan, right?
Right. Even though the Allied occupation ended, American forces are still stationed there under the U.S.-Japan Security Treaty.
Unlike Costa Rica.
Part of it stems from the occupation, but Japan also occupies a key strategic position from America's perspective. It's next door to the Soviet Union, and close to China and North Korea as well. It's integral to the security of Pacific Asia. For America, Japan represents a barrier against communism.
What about for Japan?
As you might expect, there's deep-rooted opposition to the alliance. In 1960 and 1970, when the treaty was up for revision, there were mass protest movements against it, especially in Okinawa. The U.S. only gave it back to Japan 2 years ago, and American bases are still concentrated there. It's a heavy burden for the Okinawans to bear.
Then why don't they scrap the treaty?
Lots of reasons. There's the imbalance of power with the U.S., of course, and if Japan pulled out, they'd be losing the nuclear umbrella America provides. And as for whether the JSDF could defend the country after the Americans left, I really couldn't say.
College is really, and
Costa Rica's
university,
in a
all
similar
that.
situation. They depend on the
When it comes to
Inter-American
getting
Treaty of
credentials,
Reciprocal Assistance.
it's all paper.
So
it's not actually
with
about
peace
what you know.
constitutions end up
I
having
mean,
to
you
rely on
technically
other
do have to
countries'
prove
armies.
that it's about
Kind of
proving what you know
ironic.
to an
On the
extent.
flip side, not everybody
But
in
mostly
America is
papers,
satisfied
just
with it either.
papers.
Some people argue Japan is freeloading off America's security guarantee. And you know how Japan's industrial exports are making inroads in the States.
Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to end
I've got
here.
a
I'm
Japanese
starting to feel
camera
sick.
myself.
I
Best
don't
damn
know.
camera around.
Japan's low defense
I've been
spending
feeling
allows it to
odd
invest more
recently.
in economic recovery and expand its share of the American market. That's a bitter pill for Americans to swallow.
God. Yeah, hey. Maybe we'll be back. I know.